All right, Peter, there it is. There's the scar.
There's a battle scar. What do you think?
I think it looks subtle, but it looks like it was really bad at one point.
It was. My forehead was literally split open. I'm not exaggerating, like that wide.
Okay.
I could feel the plastic surgeon pulling my skin over to stitch it up. So.
Was there a lot of blood?
Crazy.
How much?
There was a ton of blood. It looked like a murder scene when it happened. It just started pouring out. I was kind of like dazed. I didn't feel it at all, to be honest. My endorphins are just like firing, and then everyone just rushes over and puts their hand on it. And I end up finding out later on how bad it was. I see the first picture and I was like, oh my God, like I'll never look the same again. And the plastic surgeon, he took care of me. He did a good job. So.
Still that handsome face. You're fine.
Oh, stop
Good
it.
story to tell now. Did it win you points with the ladies? Like, were they like, oh, Peter's injured?
I remember the first time I saw the ladies, because this happened the day before they even got to where we were at. And then the next day I have a date, and it didn't stop anything, didn't slow anything down, which is cool. But I walk up and I see him for the first time, and they're just like, oh my God, what happened? And I told them some crazy story, like I fought a puma off like in the jungle to kind of like make it sound better. But no, they took good care of me.
So it was literally just a glass to the head?
It was a golf cart, it was a glass in my forehead.
You just tripped?
I didn't even trip, I just sat into the golf cart, banged my head, reacted, smashed the glass in my forehead. And
oh, what a trajectory.
Right, I know.
So did that give you clarity on your feelings for the women? How much was it like, did you?
It was just an epiphany. I know it all, I understand it all.
But did you see how they reacted and that was a bit telling? How much does it affect the season and how things end up?
Actually, to be honest, it does kind of, it's not just like that one episode. It does kind of play a role in a little bit later on in the season, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna let's spoil it, but it's actually kind of cool.
All right.
I don't know, it's just, the girls definitely took care of me. I definitely kind of felt bad about it, but I wasn't gonna let this, slow down my journey to, find what I really wanted. And it's all good. I got a battle scar now. Chicks dig scars, so I'm chilling.
Did you find what you really wanted?
You just have to tune in to find out.
To new beginnings!
I'm gonna give you some rapid fires.
Okay.
What are worse, your literal scar or your emotional scars?
That's actually tough. I'm gonna say 50-50 to be completely honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does your heart get broken?
Possibly.
Okay.
But not in a way that maybe you, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you hurt worse than when Hannah broke up with you?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. All right, that was a no. Okay.
Yeah.
Making decisions for my heart. Because I know there's still something there, and I would do anything for a relationship.
Hannah Brown.
What was it like when Hannah returns? Because she does come back. What do you guys get out of that? Is that a clear ending for you two? What was it like?
That was unexpected for me. I did not know she was coming that first night, and she shows up, opens that door. I didn't even realize it was her at first, and then I noticed it's her. She's kind of walking closer or out of the car, and I genuinely thought when I decided, yeah, I'll be the Bachelor, that I was in a spot where I could do that, and I was ready and I'd moved on. I really did think that. She shows up that first night, and I start to question that, and just real emotions kind of come up, and it was all real. It was a real relationship we had, and
she really broke your heart.
Yeah, she did. But yeah, you guys will just have to see what happens.
What I'm about to say is extremely crazy. What would you say if I asked you to come be part of the house?
Oh my God! So do we get an ending for you two? Because if we're doing the math on how much she was filming Dancing with the Stars, there's no way she was on your whole season of The Bachelor. There's just not.
Everyone thinks that, but I mean, she's not filming the entire week.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the locations weren't so far from LA. So I don't know, everyone thinks it's not possible, and I get that, but.
So are you and Hannah together right now?
Could be, we'll see. I don't know.
More rapid firing. How much do you cry?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. It was the most amazing experience of my life, but the toughest. And I had such an amazing group of women that I fell for multiple people. I did.
You fall in love with multiple people.
I fell for multiple people, and it was tough for me. It was tough for me kind of giving my heart to different people, and you know, for sure, I remember the last like 2 weeks, the last week, that was the hardest of my life. Like for sure, the last week was the hardest week of my life. And never pictured it kind of going that way, never imagined it kind of feeling that way or ending that way. But I'm stronger for it.
How did it end, Peter?
I know.
What happened to you?
It's crazy.
Are you all right?
I can say I am very happy with how everything ended. And I'm excited that there's a reason that no one's gonna find out the ending. And I'm excited about that.
You think no one will find out the ending on this one?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, if I told you, and
All
give
right.
it away.
Are you engaged right now?
Can't ask me that.
I can, but it just depends on how you want to answer
I
it.
just want to answer it. I can say that I am happy.
Okay. Are you in love right now?
You're good, but I can say I'm happy.
Do you say I love you to multiple women?
No.
Oh, so maybe you keep some of those feelings hidden. Okay.
Peter flies in and he's looking so freaking delicious. Like, I just want to lick him up and down.
How much sex do you have?
Okay. Believe it or not, I know no one thinks it. I'm very private with my intimate life.
No one thinks
I know no one thinks it. I get it. But if you look back, I never said anything about the windmill. That was not one word came out of my mouth about that. That's truth.
That was Hannah.
Yeah, and it's all good, but I'm comfortable talking about it.
Okay.
But I like to keep that stuff private. I do.
Okay. Do you join the Mile High Club?
You're acting like I haven't already, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. On Hannah's season, the Jed girlfriend thing was quite a scandal. Does your season up the scandal ante? Will we see something as, oh my God?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
That
And that's
was-
a good thing.
Right.
Thank God, you know? So,
For you.
yeah.
You told me before you started filming that your greatest fear in all this was being fooled. Do you get fooled? Are you betrayed in any way?
I wouldn't use the word betrayed.
Okay.
I definitely had just moments that I had relationships that took me a little bit longer to truly find out the I guess complete truth of what we had or where we were. For sure, not betrayed.
Well, how was night one? I mean, we were there right before you started filming. You were so excited but nervous. How does night one go overall? There's a lot of flight attendants.
There are a lot of flight attendants. Yeah, that was cute. Night one was amazing. I remember standing there with Chris. I show up and he's waiting, and it's just like, it was very surreal for me because I've been a fan of the show for so long, and I remember that night, and everyone, you love that night. It's just a fun night. And I'm like, dang, I'm the Bachelor now. Like, this is crazy, and they're about to come meet me. Just insane feeling of gratitude knowing what was about to happen. This journey that I was so excited for was literally about to take off. And I was nervous like no other. I felt my heart was like gonna come out of my chest. But that first limo came, that door opened, and it's all calm again. It was
Did you
good.
feel yourself quickly connecting with a couple of people? Did women stand out to you that night?
Of course, yeah. I definitely had that instant, chemistry and connection with a couple. But I wanted to do a good job of not letting that close me off from relationships that started off a little bit slower. That was some advice I got from some of the previous Bachelors, and I wanted really to take that to heart. And I'm happy I did.
Did you get engaged to a flight attendant?
Did I follow my dad's lead? I don't know. We will see. But
All right, last questions
Yeah.
for you. Chris did an interview with us this week and straight up said, Victoria's the villain. So what can you tell us about what happens with Victoria?
I love Victoria. She's an amazing person. She really is. I understand why Chris said that. I get that. But I want everyone, all the viewers, just to watch and come up with their own opinion about her. Don't prejudge on some stuff that you've been hearing. She's an amazing person. There's a lot of endearing qualities that she has. And I definitely can say I learned a lot from her and was very grateful for her coming on the show.
That felt super somber.
Well, I don't want to give away what I can't say stuff
okay.
about her, so I'm like constantly thinking like, but no, like being real, like she's an amazing person, and I hear the stuff that's being talked about, but I know her, and she's an amazing person.
Okay, so you're defending her a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Last questions for you. We have a whole Hispanic heritage side of our website, and as it's been pointed out, you are only the second lead ever with some Hispanic heritage here on The Bachelor. How does that feel for you? Do we see anything about your culture this season, your family's past, and how do they feel about it?
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. You do, for sure. You see a lot of my Cuban roots come out literally from probably the first episode. and it's just kind of, there's definitely a theme, I guess, of like the whole Hispanic side throughout the show. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool, and I love that. I love sharing that, and my family plays a big role in it too, and they're just, you know, my biggest supporters. So I love that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. He flew the friendly skies and he cried the whole time.
Hey,
We're excited for Bachelor.
Bachelor.
We're excited for you.
Thank you.